Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another week of my performance update of my 8 kilowatt solar generator unit. And what today's review is going to be about is that you have to manage your battery usage very well, especially when you only have half the battery capacity that your design said you should get. Our design for the 8 kilowatt unit said we should get 40 kilowatt hour, but we're only able to get 20 kilowatt hour. So, what does that mean? That means that we have to manage our battery usage so the 20 kilowatt hour can last us 247. So what happened recently, because for months my household has always had electricity, so they were relaxed, and I think that was 2 days back they drained the whole battery, and I just I saw it when it was being drained, and I kind of like told them that, look, the day before or the previous day we did not have full battery charge. I think we had about 90% SOC, state of charge, of the battery. So I told them, okay, look, you have to manage even more than before so that it can last us till the morning. But every other thing, that is why that's why I you have to design out the human factor, because the only part, and I did design out the human factor because I controlled all my freezers using this automatic adapter that switches the fridges off at 9 p.m. and then switches them back on at 7 a.m. and the freezers remain frozen till that time. So it wasn't actually the voltage or the current, or leaving them on was not actually really needed. So the only equipment in my calculation that could not be controlled automatically was the air conditioner. And on this particular day, it was just switched on and forgotten. And then it drained the battery completely. So let's get on to data so I can show you exactly what I just explained to you. So starting from today, we're going to work our way back to the 2nd of March, making 1 week. Yeah. And I think this is week number 5 of showing you guys the performance of my 8 kilowatt solar generator. So let's go. So here is today, the 8th of the 3rd, and the lowest we got to here was, I think, 8%, 7%. So we got down to 7% here, and let me explain why. If you look at the day before, right, the day before we had a maximum charge of 90%. And if you look at this day, yeah, there is a break here. So, and so now for us to understand this break, which was power outage, I would need to, and this happened from 5 a.m. in the morning till 9:15 in the morning. And I purposely allowed that to happen because if we go to the day before as well, we had a maximum of around 92%. Yeah. So we're coming down, and I actually told them that, oh, look, you guys, we don't have full SOC today, and we need to manage. And at night, they used the AC a lot, and it drained the battery until it got to 5%, and then the BMS cut in and then cut off the supply of voltage to the house. So I let it sit for from 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 a.m. to 9:25 a.m., just so they can learn, right? So for about how many hours now? For about 3 hours, 4 hours, yeah, or 4.5 hours, they were without light. Now they say the lesson, yeah, that you remember is the one that caused a little bit of pain, yeah. So that little bit of pain of not getting light that they already used to getting 247, they did not have electricity for 4.5 hours. That pain, yeah, made them to realize that they needed to manage properly. So it is inevitable, yeah, when especially you don't have the money to afford the actual number of batteries or the full number of battery to give you 24 hours autonomy, yeah, you just have to manage your voltage very, very well. Yeah, you just have to manage your battery usage, beg your pardon, very, very well. Yeah. So if or if as at when we get the second battery, then even if they switch on the AC all through the night, it's still not going to run the battery completely, because that 40 kilowatt hour is exactly what the design calculation said we should get. Yeah. And mind you, the air conditioner from that calculation is going to be on for 6 hours, but since I'm already controlling my three freezers, yeah, I'm not going to change that control, because normally the freezers in the calculation we're supposed to work for 12 hours. That's from 6 in the evening to 6 in the morning on battery. But since I'm switching them off at 9 p.m. and bring switching them back on at 7 a.m., yeah, even if I use the air conditioner after getting two batteries, even if I use that's two 20 kilowatt hour battery, even if I use the AC all through the night, it's still not going to drain the battery completely. So, but until I get that, that was a lesson they learned this week, and I just wanted to emphasize that for you guys, so you guys never underestimate the importance of proper battery management, especially when you have undersized your batteries. Yeah. So let's go. Today is the 8th of the 3rd, and this is the 7th of the 3rd where we experienced this outage. And then you have the 6th of the 3rd, and then you have the 5th of the 3rd, and then you have the 4th of the 3rd, and then you have the 3rd of the 4th of the 3rd, and then you have the 2nd of the 3rd. So this is 1 week, yeah. And of this 1 week, uh, we only experienced power failure on uh, you know on one particular day, which is this day. I was just trying to get that back. So which is this day? And I actually allowed this to happen, yeah. So everybody will sit up and learn proper battery usage management. Yeah. So because this thing is a mindset, you have to train the mind of the people to know that indiscriminate usage or wastage of electricity will result in a period when they run down the battery, it will result in a period of no electricity. So that mindset was what I was trying to put into the members of my household, and they have learned their lesson very well. And after that, if you see, usage was better, although we got down here to 7% SOC, but that was because the previous day, if I go back again, previous day we did not get to full charge, and we only stopped at 90% SOC, state of charge. SOC means state of charge. That is the level, percentage level of your battery. And that was why the day after we got very low, but they managed the system very well. They only, because the way I told them to manage, because the only equipment that we were not controlling was the air conditioner, and the way I told them to manage it was that they should only on it when the temperature of the room, they should manually control it and switch it on when the temperature of the room gets to a certain stage. If it is getting too hot in the room, you can switch it on for 30 minutes to 1 hour, and then you switch it back off when the temperature goes down, and that can last a certain period. And this is only on battery throughout the night. Yeah. So during the daytime they can switch it on as long as they want. Yeah. But at night they have to control that, because then you're only feeding from the battery. And mind you, um utility is very, very bad where I live in Africa. it is very, very bad. You don't get it. Even when you get it, it's no more than 30 minutes, 1 hour. Yeah. So this system, I really love it because it has really, really saved us a lot of money. It has saved us a lot of inconveniences, and it really, really does work. So if you're thinking of going solar, my advice and recommendation for you is just do it. Thank you.